Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today. And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, Dave. But this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Hernandez looking to throw. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Looking downfield on first down. Right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Here's the pressure. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground.
And the offense will take over first and 10.
Ready to fire from the pistol. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And you could tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He leaves it with the back. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the catch. It's Pearson. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. New set of downs after the completion. To the ground with the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Second down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. The quarterback using all of the receivers at his disposal. This time he found the fullback.
And it's nice to have a guy that can block and obviously have the versatility to also catch the football, you know, so you can mix it up and keep that defense guessing.
He'll keep it himself. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
Fourth down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
They booted away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Hernandez wants to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. That's caught. It's Fitzgerald. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Quick completion on the out route. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Of 8. And that's good enough for a first down.
The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. Hernandez looking to throw. Unloads to the right. With the catch, it's Fitzgerald. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Walters. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
He'll go to the sneak.
On sneak. No gain on the play. First down for the offense.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Lofton. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Hernandez wants to pass. Finds a man on the left. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Weeks. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the 1st down.
Barrels ahead. Into their happy place for a touchdown.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Snagged in the middle. It's Ramsey. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Off play action on 1st down. Finds the tight end. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Hold on.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Here's the handoff. Pulled down for the tackle.
Gain of 16. Second down.
Second down coming up. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Hernandez looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route, and by the time he got his head around, ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Now this offense is back on the field. On the move, it's Walters. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Hernandez wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Fitzgerald. Breaks into the open. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lofton. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Handoff to the single back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On the RPO. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Catches it at the 15. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Using his legs, it's Pearson. Gets it past the marker. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10. Off play action. Looking to take a shot. Picked off to stop the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And now this offense will take the field again. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Off the play fake on first down. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
He tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with the sack.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Hernandez looking to throw. They'll run the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And here comes the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Wants to go up top on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires left. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Finding an escape route. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Hernandez wants to pass. Oh, what a move. He's got it down the middle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Now that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field. They just couldn't hook up on that one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So they were able to put up a 3-spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Got it in the middle. It's Pearson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Gives it on the option. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Oh, better look out! He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
To the air on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to get the 1st through the air, and it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Nice move there. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Ramsey. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll run this play from the pistol. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ramsey. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a 1st down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Very few times can you get a guy that wide open in a game, and when you do, you have to capitalize on it. That QB knows it. Look at him. You could tell he knows he missed a huge opportunity. Not only could he tell, everyone in the stands could see that guy was absolutely wide open.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Catch in the middle, it's Ramsey. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout by the offense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Reser Stadium.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Finds his tight end. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. The lone back's got it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Got the first down and more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. They go to the ground. And he's still running after the move. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. The give to the tailback. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking for space. It's Allen. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Turning it on! He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, that's one as a quarterback, when you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Finds his big tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll go to the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And this defense steps up. They're losing. They need a play. 3rd and long, you're thinking pass. The offense actually tries to run the football. Not fooled. Forcing the 4th down now, trying to get the football back.
And here comes the punt team. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
I think offensive coordinators who stick a guy and keep him in the same spot are doing that guy a big disservice. If I have a guy like this who's such a playmaker and got the speed and athleticism he does, I'm putting him in the slot like this to go take advantage of matchups and go get me some wins.
Hernandez looking to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. Wants to go up top. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Offside. Defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Here's a heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Man, these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Leaves it with the back. Got room to work. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes with the return. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Might as well give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Hernandez wants to pass. Get it out on the screen. There he goes. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Weeks. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Weeks. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Hernandez looking to throw. Unloads it left. Got his man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And that offensive line gave that quarterback all day to throw the football. That QB could have checked his social media, balanced his investment portfolio, and booked dinner. That's an example of 5 guys up front acting as one. Tremendous job in pass pro.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on third down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the 4th quarter.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Offense working from the pistol. On the run, it's Allen. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Hernandez wants to pass. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. This one's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Defense.
The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup and put together a stop. Gonna run it. It's Clements. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Caught behind the line. It's Weeks. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. The give on the option. At midfield, he's got room. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Oh, that's frustrating for a defense. 3rd and long, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. Great play call. Catch them off guard. 1st down for the offense.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Hernandez looking to throw. Got his man on the right. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Rides the back on the option. The give. Turning it on. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. The sure hands, it's Ramsey.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
They'll line up for a second down play. Give to the single back. There he goes. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Man, these slant routes you throw them quick. It's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time he gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
And they're not on the same page there.
Incomplete on the out route. Brings up 3rd down.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And here comes the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. He'll ride his man on the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment. Just give up on the play.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Hernandez wants to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got it on the right. Off and running. Tag. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score coming on a scintillating 92-yard pass for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
It leads to 2nd down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Hernandez looking to throw. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Well, at this situation in the game now with the lead, you know the offense is just going to try and run the football, bleed the clock, and ice this game.
Slams ahead. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll try to tack on one more. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Punts it out of the air. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Ramsey.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. It's picked off, and another empty drive.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give to the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Weeks. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 10. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Down he goes, and that is the last thing this offense needs right now.
Brings up 2nd down.